In today's episode of The Tenant, I'm in Mumbai. In Mumbai, I'm in Goregaon West. Our tenant today is a sales professional staying on rent for the last 8 years, not by choice, because the apartment he bought in got stuck. How's it like living in a rented home when your own home is stuck? Let's meet him. Hi Madhu,
Hi Vishal,
good to see you.
welcome to my home.
Okay, this is it.
Yes,
How big is this home of yours?
this is a 650 square feet carpet area,
Okay,
2 BHK.
okay. And how many people stay here?
So we are a family of 5, me, my wife, my 2 sons and my mom who is also staying with us.
Okay. So, how long have you been staying here?
We moved in here in 2016 with an idea of buying our own apartment very soon. So 2018 we did buy our own apartment and we were supposed to get the possession in 2020. Okay, and then the project got stuck.
What's the toughest thing of being trapped in a stuck project?
So I bought this new apartment in 2018, supposed to get the possession in 2020. The only reason I bought for an under construction apartment was I was promised a subvention scheme by the builder and ICICI Bank.
Okay. So, what's the subvention scheme for viewers who don't know?
So I was, there was a scheme and wherein the buyer is only supposed to pay 5% to the builder, okay, and the bank finances the rest of the part. 80% payment is done to the builder by the bank, and builder is paying the EMI to the bank,
Okay.
not me as a flat buyer. So this is what the subvention scheme is all about. And
So, basically, here the your builder is paying EMI on behalf of the home
correct,
buyer.
correct. So I was very clear in 2018 that I don't want to be in a situation where I'm paying, I'm staying on rent, paying the rent every month, plus the EMIs for the new house, which is not yet delivered.
How much was this rent and EMI amount that you had to pay?
It was, the EMI amount was around 1.5 lakhs per month, and the rent was 50,000 per month.
So, 2 lakh rupees
Yeah.
going per month.
Per month, yes.
Okay. For this house, you said rent is 50,000.
Yes,
Okay, 50,000 rupees about here.
right.
What attracted you to this location, Goregaon, this apartment?
So we were, before this apartment, we are staying in our own apartment nearby, which was a 1 BHK. The primary reason for us to shift to a bigger place after having the second kid. We wanted a bigger place badly, and our finances at that point of time did not allow us to immediately buy a house. So we had to, so we chose this apartment since it was a 2 BHK and it was in the vicinity, and we did not want to change the locality where we are staying.
What's the best thing and the worst thing about staying here?
So best thing for us is we are quite used to this locality. We have our social circles, our friend circle, everyone here. So and secondly is the connectivity. Bangonagar metro station is just 200 meters odd from here. So it's a very easy walk to the metro station. And Goregaon station is 2 kilometers. You can easily get the rickshaw from downstairs on Link Road. So connectivity is the second good thing about this locality. And also, if one has to drive to work, for me, my office is Andheri East. So if I ever feel like not taking the metro and driving to work, it takes around 30-35 minutes.
Okay.
So
And
connectivity is
what's the weakest thing?
weakest thing here, which we have recently started, it's getting more prominent, is it's getting too crowded and congested with all the malls coming up, with new projects.
Okay. What part of the house gets used the most?
This couch is the main part which is used the most throughout the day, where most of the time my son is there when he is not in the university college.
Okay. This thing covers your living room and your TV room. Up ahead will be your kitchen area, right?
So this is our kitchen.
Okay. Was this a factor in selection of this apartment, or you were okay with anything?
Yeah, so the factor was, if my wife likes it, so she liked it. So that was the main factor in selecting the apartment.
Okay. And this is the
Yeah.
common washroom.
Yeah, this is the common washroom here.
Okay.
We have got two bathrooms cum washroom.
Okay, so this thing covers the kitchen area and the common
Yeah,
bathroom.
this is the common bathroom.
And this will be the first of the two bedrooms.
This is the bedroom. This is used by my mom.
Okay. Good size bedroom.
Yeah, decent size. So Vishal, this is my mother's bedroom. Okay, and also along with my mother, this room is also occupied by my two sons, because we never planned actually this apartment. We would be staying for so long on rent in this apartment.
So tell me, Madhu, what's the toughest thing when you're stuck in a project that has not been delivered or got delayed?
So yeah, there are, it's very tough. So main thing is the time. I had to dedicate some time with the project that was stuck. So trying to understand where exactly things are stuck with related to my project in various government departments. Number one. So I had to split my time 1/3, 33% my work, 33% my family, and 33% to this issue.
So 1/3 of your time was dedicated
So
to
1/3 of my time every week, probably most of my weekends during the last 4 years were dedicated to this issue of our project getting stuck.
how is it dealing with stakeholders when you're in a stuck project, especially lenders as well as builders?
So it's very tough, in my case. So we had this subvention, as I told you, subvention. So there was a time where I was not able to pay the EMIs in between for 4 months. So I had this follow-up calls from banks on various things. And number one, so when I used to receive calls from bank, they used to follow up through 3 departments. One was a ICICI Bank's recovery department, who used to talk, I want to visit your premises, give me your address, number one. Other used to be an accounts department, who used to, assure me that the builder is going to reimburse you. It is just a matter of another 6 months. Pay the EMIs, maybe at the most 6 months you will end up paying from your own pocket. Whereas he was not talking about already the 12 months that I have paid from my own pocket. And then there used to be a third department which used to assure us that builder is going to reimburse you. We are talking to the builder. We are even doing the follow-up for the payment of EMIs from him. And then
Why? When they say that they want to know your home address, why were they looking for that?
so probably the recovery guys wanted to visit my premises where I am currently staying.
And do what?
Do a follow-up visit for the payment of the EMIs.
So how do you handle such situations? Is there a lot of stigma that is there in your head that if कोई आता है बैंक वाला घर पैसे रिकवरी करने के लिए लोग क्या कहेंगे?
Exactly. So eventually they just tried to scare me off by saying they will be visiting the premises. They actually never did visit the premises.
Okay. And how do you handle such things at a family level? Like you have a family, your wife is there. Do they have the same? Did you discuss all these things or discuss them? How do you do it?
So largely, I kept it to myself. I tried not to share this stress with them. Somehow, of course, wife being wife, she knows what's going on. So I used to divulge some details with her whenever I found, whenever we were discussing about things.
What do you think would have happened if you had told her the total facts?
So I guess she would have ended up getting stressed, which would have created more stress and more emotional challenges for me.
How does it in a stuck project? Is it easy to confide that you are stuck in a project to public?
You could discuss this with the close friends, but then what happens is there is a social circle, the neighbor circle, and they know that project is stuck, and they keep again come up with this topic. What's happening with when are you going to get your own house? When are you going to move into your own house? In a stuck project, it definitely takes your work productivity, hampers your work productivity also to an extent, because that fear or that worry in your mind is always there. So your work productivity to an extent gets hampered. We as a group of flat buyers were meeting every weekend drafting a plan of action for the course of the week. Okay, drafting letters, like writing letters to PMO, writing letters to CMO, making meetings with various local leaders, local government bodies.
How do you manage expenses in such a scenario? Was there ever a phase that you had to like cut down on basics because of these because of the burden that you said 2 lakh rupees per month, like going to a restaurant or a movie?
Right. So many things like that. Last 4 years, we have been cautiously. Thankfully, I have a very understanding and supportive family. So, but last 4 years, we are very cautiously. We did not have any fancy vacations, which otherwise our friend circle was having. Yeah, and of course, cautiously avoiding fancy dinners and all that was a very natural came very naturally to us.
A housing decision going wrong can impact you for very long.
Yeah, for very long, definitely. Also, my CIBIL score, because of non-payment of EMI for 3 or 4 months, so the CIBIL score got impacted. My family time was getting impacted already with the project getting stuck. Work-life productivity to an extent. I closed this case with ICICI Bank. I paid them all the EMIs the 5th month. Okay, so the CIBIL score is slowly getting back on the track. We filed a case against ICICI Bank and the builder in the month of October 2023. Suddenly in December, very unfortunately for us, there was a new ruling whereas all the disputes less than 10 CR have to be transferred out of Bombay High Court and given to City Civil Court. So we took some opinion, then we, instead of going to City Civil, we transferred the case to National Consumer Forum in Delhi. But this transfer, closing the case in Bombay High Court, filing a new case with National Consumer Forum took some time. It's all a time-consuming process. And then again, unfortunately, in April 2024, I had a road accident, and eventually, then I gave up with my perseverance and closed that case and started chasing the builder to give me the possession.
Okay. So right now possession is there with you?
Yeah. So right now the possession is there with me, and that is how you saw the material. Packed material there waiting to be moved out.
Okay, so there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, there is light at the end of the tunnel.
The fight is in a way ended. Now you are going to be.
Yes.
Okay, this thing covers the first bedroom. Up ahead will be the second bedroom.
Yeah, the master bedroom, which is occupied by me and
Hi.
my wife. Hi, meet my wife.
Hi, Vishal.
Ishika.
Okay, and this will be the attached washroom over here. So Rishika, what's been the one memory that you have of this entire struggle?
बस तो ये था कि मधु अपने बर्थडे एनिवर्सरी सब जो इतने स्पेशल डेज होते हैं हमारे, उसमें हम मीटिंग्स अटेंड करते थे. ये हमारे साथ नहीं होते थे. होल डे ये अटेंडिंग ऑल मीटिंग्स एंड ऑल.
For kids, do they understand ये सब जो challenges people go through? Are they in a position to understand?
या ही अंडरस्टैंड बिकॉज जो हमारा सोशल सर्कल था उसमें हम लोगों को काफ़ी ये बोला जाता था कि ये ख़राब प्रोजेक्ट है, अब इसका कुछ ही आगे नहीं बढ़ेगा, स्टक प्रोजेक्ट है. तो बच्चे पूछते थे मम्मा हम लोग यहाँ और फ्लैट लेंगे कि हम लोग इसी को कंटिन्यू करेंगे. तो बच्चे जानते थे.
But they had the maturity to understand.
या
Any particular question that your आपके बेटे ने आपसे पूछा होगा which struck you hard when you were stuck in the situation?
Yeah, so every time we used to cross that project wherever we were going or coming, he used to always ask कि पापा कभी he never lost hope and it was always like कि अभी clear हो जाएगा. So he always used to ask us कि पापा कभी अपन शिफ्ट होंगे नए घर में. So and inside me I know that the future is very uncertain, but somehow I try to always give them a positive reply.
Give them hope.
always
Give them a hope, yeah.
always he said कि नहीं हो जाएगा, थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा पर हो जाएगा.
What do you think will be the one or two big learnings you have had, and you have also had actually?
Our biggest learning is not to buy an under construction property, number one, and number two, not to fall in traps of the banks, of subvention scheme and all this, because all these instruments are very complicated instruments. which our judiciary system is, it's too much for our judiciary system to deal with such a complicated instrument of finance.
विशाल, अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन बिल्डिंग में कभी नहीं लेना, चाहे वो बिग ब्रांड हो चाहे वो छोटा ब्रांड हो. इट्स वेरी रिस्की, वेरी रिस्की.
अगला स्टेप आप लोग का क्या है?
So now,
जल्दी से घर मिले and we will.
so we have already got the possession.
Yeah.
There is some small interior work which is about to get completed, and we are planning to move into our new home, new address, new abode. Finally, after all the years of struggle, in next 15 days.
Next 15 days.
Feeling कैसा है? How are you feeling for this?
Yeah, so there is a mixed feeling. I have a feeling of relief because previously my weekend used to be dedicated to these meetings. We during the weekends group of flat buyers used to meet. We used to draft plan of action for the week and then repeat every weekend. So I was losing on a lot of quality family time. So for me the feeling is of relief. 80% relief, 20% excitement of going to a new and bigger place.
For you?
Dream comes true.
Excitement.
It's exciting. There's no relief. There's only happiness.
Happiness. अभी जो होना था वो हो गया. अभी सब अच्छा सब हो रहा है. फ्लैट मिल गया, इंटीरियर हमने कराया है, तो जस्ट घर को देख के लगता है ड्रीम कम्स ट्रू.
Okay. On that note, Rishika, Madhu, thank you for coming on the Tenant. जैसे आपने कहा, the idea was not to be a tenant for so long.
Right.
It was to be an owner.
Yeah.
It's extended very long.
Yeah.
But finally you've got it.
Right.
Good luck for the future. And
Thank
congratulations.
you. Thanks a lot, Vishal.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Yeah.
Time for the report card. This is a 2 BHK of almost 650 square feet in an old standalone building. Location, this is Goregaon, a relatively peaceful neighborhood within the western suburbs, but it has issues in terms of traffic and congestion owing to a lot of construction that's taken place in the last decade. Connectivity, the metro station connectivity is very strong. About 200 meters away the station is there. A railway station about 2 kilometers. A proximity to the Western Express Highway that leads you to locations like BKC. That's convenient. All in all, if you're a person that wants to be in this neighborhood, wants a reasonable budget, this is a sort of location and project that can be considered. Are you looking for the perfect home? Stop looking around, scan the QR code and explore from thousands of rental properties, read resident reviews and make an informed decision with 99acres.com.